EA Sports College Football 25 has finally dropped a trailer for us and given us a little bit more information. So today we're going to be revealing our Dynasty team. Now that we know what is mostly in the game, we're going to get some more in-depth details later. But Dynasty team will be revealed today. I'm going to give you just some of my general thoughts, and we're going to talk about some new things going on the channel. So guys, feel free to hang out with me. We're going to show screenshots from the reveal and everything. I am so excited for this game though to start out. I've been playing college football games my whole life. It's actually what made me love football so much. I started playing them at a young age and building it up. For me, I was always an NFL kid, and that's just how it was. My family loved the Patriots. We were from New England. College football is not as big up there, but as soon as I got my hand on that video game, I fell in love with everything college sports. And truthfully, Tim Tebow, Rex Grossman, all them guys made me love the Gators, especially when I got the job in coaching carousel. I ended up falling for them, so I ended up becoming a Gators fan because of that, and then moved to Florida near Gainesville just kind of by happenstance there. But this game really did set a course for me in my life, so I'm so excited to see it come back after a 10-year hiatus. I absolutely cannot wait to get my hands on this. I don't care if it's not perfect this year. That's fine. It's the first year of the build. I cannot wait to play it, though, on new gen, have updated graphics, real players. There's just so much in this game that I can't complain about, so I'm going to be generally positive about it. So hopefully you guys don't expect me to be negative. It's not going to be perfect, and I know that, and I can accept that because I'm just happy to have it back. So first up, gameplay-wise, the trailer looks sweet. It doesn't really tell you anything, though, when you watch the video. We all know that. Little nuggets that I did find, though, about Dynasty, the recruiting, and out of both the portal and high school, sounds like it could be pretty interesting, and it doesn't seem like the transfer portal, which was a big thing for me. It's just a player randomly choosing a team. It sounds like you're actually going to have to work for these guys, and that's something that I want out of the transfer portal. I think it has to happen, and it's the only way you can go about it properly in today's world. So I'm glad that it seems like they might have got that right. We'll have more information later. It may even be out by the time I release this video Monday. It's currently like 4 o'clock in the morning on Sunday when I'm recording it. I don't know if I'm going to get it edited and out today, so it probably won't be out till Monday. But either way, the next thing that I'm really excited to see is team builders back. And that really changed my thought process, honestly, on these teams and who I'm going to choose. Because for the longest time, I was like, I don't care if there's team builder. I'm choosing one of the new schools. Kennesaw State, Sam Houston State, Jacksonville State, one of these teams that we have never used before, including in college football revamp, because although it's not an updated game, they did a really good job in there, and they deserve a ton of credit for keeping this community going and allowing me to start a YouTube channel that has grown over the course of a year based basically off of college football content and college football revamped. I am so thankful for them guys for reviving the game, because I don't know that I ever would have started this channel had they not done that. Everybody at the college football revamp team deserves so much credit, and I am just thankful for them, and I think everybody in the community should be thankful for them. I'm also pretty interested in their dynamic fatigue and injury setup that they have, and I really can't wait to hear more about that, and I'm going to release a video when they do talk more about it in depth, so I can't wait. And it looks like all the player models look pretty good. It's not going to be perfect, but they look good. Overall, I think that the new accessories are pretty nice as well. Seeing players with belly shirts and pants above the knees, socks at different heights is really cool, and it's something that I wish they could have had in earlier games, and I'm just thankful it's actually in this one. So I'm really curious to see if that dynamic fatigue and injury really will end up mattering and how much of an impact that's going to have, or if it's going to be like practice injuries and the fatigue in Madden where by the end of the season it has to be turned off. We'll have to see, though. I'm just excited for it. So I guess the first thing we'll do is get into our dynasty here. With the comeback of Team Builder, I think I have to go that route. I want to build a team completely from scratch and build them to the top. It's a different concept than what I'm doing now with Coach KJ, and honestly, I wanted to go the same way I did with Coach KJ in this, but then once I found out Team Builder was back, I gotta throw my hat in there and just build a custom team and go ahead and hopefully make my own legacy, basically. So without further ado, let's get into this and let's reveal the team. It's going to be a team based in Florida. They're going to join the CUSA, and they're going to work their way up, whether it's through the Big 12 with UCF, ACC with Miami and Florida State, and then ultimately the SEC has got to be the end goal and hopefully replace Vanderbilt and then dominate all of college football. That's going to be the first little bit of information I give you. The next little bit of information I'm going to give you isn't fully out there yet for the rest of the world, but we're going to reveal it here. I'm going to have some more free time prior to this game coming out. So guys, this game should be able to get the proper focus on the channel that it deserves, and I'll be able to get videos out a lot quicker. I am going to likely be leaving my full-time job probably about the week before this game drops. So I'll be able to get fully prepared for it, dedicate my time to this, along with watching my daughter, which is the reason I'm going to be leaving my full-time job. Anybody with kids out there knows childcare is just ridiculous. And ultimately, it's going to cost us basically less money for me to stay home with her and find something on the side to make money at than what it does for me to work full time, because it's just so expensive with daycare. So with that being said, if you want to get your players in here, you can drop names down below and I'll do your name and basically your likeness, so like your skin tone and maybe your year based on what you guys suggest for free, no questions asked. I'm going to choose position though. I think that if you guys want to choose position and choose some ratings for your players, I just created a Patreon. Go over there. It's just $1 a month. Sign up. And you can give me basically every bit of information you want about your player. The only thing I'm not going to do is make you a 99 perfect player. I want you to still be developmental, but you're going to be one of the best players on our team if you go over there and do that. If not the best, because you're only going to be competing with other players that were submitted through Patreon. And ultimately, that's how I'm also going to do the recruits. If you guys want to be a 5-star recruit that we try to go after, or just gets into the dynasty to get into our Madden franchise, then you're going to have to go ahead, go to the Patreon, and you can choose that, and you'll be a great recruit, and you won't have to worry about it. Like I said, $1 a month. You guys will be able to go ahead, give me all the information, choose your position, choose your height, your weight, all that. Now, if you guys just want to drop suggestions below for recruits, I'm going to allow it, but it's going to be at my discretion. You're not always going to be chosen, and your position may be different than what you want, because ultimately, I think the Patreons are the ones that deserve the first go at this, basically, and get exactly what they want. You guys don't feel pressured to join. You don't have to. You can still be in the game. It's just, that's my way to incentivize people to get exactly what they want, and to help me because I'm leaving my full-time job, and I'm going to be doing this as a way to make some of my side hustle that I need to. Now, let's get into the team reveal. We're going to be based in Florida. We're going to be out of either New Smyrna or Melbourne, Florida. I have not made up my mind yet on the final location of this team. It's based upon what you can do for locations in the game. Either way, they're going to be called the Indian River Bull Sharks. We're going to have multiple options for logos on the channel, and I'm going to allow for voting to help make the decision. So you wonder, how do I get to the Indian River Bull Sharks? Well, the Indian River here in Florida does have bull sharks in it. Also, the bull shark is known to be a pretty fierce, protective, and kind of aggressive shark. So I think it's great to name a football team after. They're going to be aggressive, they're going to be fierce, they're going to be mean, and honestly, that's what you're looking for in a football field. So that's how we came up with the name Indian River Bull Sharks. Either way, let's get into these logos. So the first one here is going to be a plain IR with a shark fin at the end. I think this is probably the cleanest logo and probably the one that I'm leaning towards. So in the YouTube, the first round of voting is going to include 4, and it'll probably be the other 4 options, and then from there we'll narrow it down to include this IR logo in the final round. So the next one that you'll see is an IR with the same shark fin. That's going to be the layout for all of them, but we're going to add just some teeth in the side of the R. I think that's kind of cool. It's different. It adds a little bit of that shark thing to it, but I don't know if I love the idea. And then the next one after that's kind of, we're going to add eyes, which I don't love the eyes right now, and I'm trying to work on them, but this is the best I can do for now, and I wanted to get it out and see if you guys even like the idea. You guys may just like the plain IR that I already have, and we'll just go with that, and I don't have to waste my time refining the other options. This one here has a little bit of the menacing eyes. They're angled with the teeth. It's just kind of a way to make the shark look fierce, I guess. The next one's a gray eye shark, and this here is basically, the gray is for the shark fin, like the shark color is what it is. It's the official shark color when you put it in your color codes. So that's what that is. I don't know that I love this option, but it incorporates the color scheme into the logo. And then the last one here is just the eyes kind of straight on here. It doesn't look quite as menacing, but it might look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing and could be an option. And then next thing we're going to reveal is some of our secondary logos. The first one up is going to be the IR dorsal fin logo. Basically, it's going to say bull sharks with that dorsal fin. You can see it here. That's pretty cool. It's going to be a secondary logo. It may appear on helmets in the field and stuff like that. And I think that's a pretty cool one that's pretty much finished. I just got to refine the lines and try to make that dorsal fin look a little bit cleaner. After that, we have the IR bull sharks logo. Now, the IR that's on there is not final. That is likely going to be whatever IR logo we choose, and then with the bull sharks underneath, and that's going to be our center field logo. I think that looks fantastic. I think it's clean. I think it's neat, and whatever IR logo we go with will be paired with that bull sharks writing. It's all in the same font, and I think that really is going to make a fantastic center field logo. And then the last one here is an option that I'm not sure about, but I'm playing with it right now. It is a bull shark that says IR bull sharks through the middle of it. You can see it on the screen. It's not finished yet, but none of these are, truthfully. I want to get them in the voting and then refine them from there. I want to see what the community thinks. I want to see what other people think, and hopefully I can get some good feedback. So guys, feel free to drop some feedback below. I could use the help, and I hope you guys are excited about the team idea. And if you want to be in it, like I said, drop suggestions in the comments. If you want a guaranteed player in position, go to the Patreon. That guarantees you a spot. 100%. Patreons are always going to get first dibs every year, by the way. It's not just 1 year. Each offseason, you get the chance at recruits, and you're able to submit, and you're going to be put in the game. So I think that's pretty exciting and pretty cool, and it gives you a guaranteed way to where I don't ignore you or you feel left out. If you're in there and you're giving a suggestion, you're going to get it. Guys, I hope you guys are excited. Our official colors are going to be Columbia blue, white, navy, and then the shark gray will be in there somewhat. I can't wait to get into Stadium Designer, though. Build the stadium out, because if you can upgrade your facilities, we're going to start with a small stadium and build our way up. If you can't, we're going to build a mega stadium, and we're going to have it just be empty at the beginning. Basically, my goal for the coaching staff that I haven't quite worked out yet is to have players from our Coach KJ dynasty come in and be, if we can build out our OC, our DC, and our head coach, and I can choose all them, those are going to be exactly who we bring in to start off this dynasty. And the head coach is going to be obviously who I control throughout the entire dynasty file. The OC, DC can move on, and we'll be able to follow their careers elsewhere. Hopefully they can have some success. I have some ideas of players throughout that could make some sense. Like, I'm not sure Nathan Osborne's going to make it in the NFL, but I thought he played really well on defense throughout his years. I think that he could be somebody that's cool and has a tie into our Coach KJ dynasty file. And likely, will be a retired football player because he's not good enough for the NFL. We'll see, though. He might make it into the draft class. We'll see how the season goes. I think on offense, there's a lot of options here. I think any of our receivers, our running backs, I think a guy like Drew Williams, who isn't good enough to go pro, who did make a little bit of an impact for us before transferring away to Oregon State, would be cool to bring back and into the fold. But we'll figure it out as we go. Either way, guys, there's a lot more info to come with this. And as we find out exactly what we can do and when we can start building these teams, we're going to get into it, and we're going to build the uniforms. We're going to build the roster. We're going to build the coaching staff. We're going to build everything for it, and it's going to be all custom, and it's going to be something of my own, so I can be proud of it, and it'll be something that's specific to this channel and to you guys, and I want you guys to be a part of it, so feel free to drop any suggestions below. I would absolutely love for you guys to get involved in this and be a part of the community, and just give me a chance to build out a great dynasty with this team. I think the colors are cool. The uniforms are likely going to be the Columbia blue, the lighter blue, and then with touches of navy and white and shark gray in there. I think it's going to look sweet, man. I can't wait to build it out and see what the options are. Hopefully uniforms are aplenty, basically, in the team builder, and there's a lot of options and design styles you can go with. But, guys, I am excited to get into this. I can't wait to build out the Indian River Sharks. Like I said, we're starting in the CUSA. We're going to start tiny and work our way up and hopefully win some titles and build a legacy with this team. So guys, I want to thank you for watching. I'm going to be following along with more info as stuff releases. We're going to tie it into our new dynasty that we're going to be coming out with. So that way you guys will be able to see kind of how it all works together and how the backstory is. All that will come together in time. In that initial release video, I am so pumped for it. I'm rambling here, but I'm just so excited. I grew up playing this game, and it means everything to me that's coming back. Like I said, outside of my wife and my kid, this is probably one of my favorite things that's happened in a long time. I'm just excited. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day. We'll be back with more info soon. And Coach KJ will also be back very soon. I'm out.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink, cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars, crashing in my car, wake up in a bar.